Welcome in, everybody. We got Metally Corrupted, Stack That Gold, My Silver Journey. Thanks for being here, guys. Run through the rules. While Stack That Gold hopefully joins us here soon from an undisclosed location. All right. Must be 18 years or older to purchase in this auction. Email me, longlivecoins@gmail.com, with any wins you make throughout the night. Please include what you won and at what price, along with your YouTube name and address you would like it shipped to. I will send an invoice to your email, which includes many forms of payment. And if none of those payment methods in the invoice work well for you, we can do Zelle or Cash App with no fee. All methods are free except for PayPal. Please add 4% to your total if using PayPal. Shipping is $7 in the US. The top bidder with the highest total value gets a freebie. You can't win the freebie 2 auctions in a row. Bid in $1 increments up to 100, and then $5 increments over 100. My special guests are welcome to bid, as well as the moderators. One unique rule we have over here is you can bid insurance, but you have to pay it. So be a little aware of that. We will run a 3-minute timer and then count it down. 3, 2, 1, sold. And today, if we exceed 35 likes, we will put a coin from the Hive's treasure chest to be auctioned. Ancient coins sold here come with a lifetime market value money-back guarantee to be genuine. If you need to discuss a payment plan, we can do up to 4 months. If you email me and we talk it out, payment a month until it's total out, and then we'll ship it out. And if you would like to see any of these rules, you can type !pay, !likes, !rules, !ancient, and !tip for any of those. And it looks like we got our special guest here. Let's bring him up. Welcome in. Good to see you, bud.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, LLC.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
I don't know if you could see.
See your desk anyway. Thanks for joining me. All right, and tonight's freebie, guys, is going to be this half-ounce First Majestic round. So if you come out on top, this will be tonight's freebie. And that's also what we're going to start off the auction with. Helps remind me what it is as well. All righty here. So yeah, I am a little bit late here, so I'm not quite as prepared as I normally am. So be a bit patient with me. Sorry, I apologize. But we're here and we're going, so that's good. All right. First Majestic half-ounce round, 3 9s fine. We're going to start that at $17. All right, here we go. So, Gold, how are we doing?
I'm doing pretty good, LLC. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Well, looks like you got some tubes of gold there.
Yeah, got some tubes of gold. I got some
slabs as well.
I got some long-lived American gold and some silver there, modern silver, Libertad.
Nice, some 333 then, it looks like, huh? Or is it? Is that pre-33 gold you have there?
Yeah, right here. We got, this is my oldest pre-33. It's from 1850. It's a $5 check it out.
Wow, that is cool. I don't have any pre-33. It's on my list. Hopefully, at one of these points, I'd like to get some. But is that mostly what you focus on?
Originally, when I started stacking, I did focus a lot on pre-33, but I basically stack a little bit of everything, whether it's pre-33, modern bullion, and anything in between.
Okay, cool. So do you got a double eagle as well?
Yes, sir. I got one right here.
Right here, there you go.
1900 double eagle.
So now, are most of your pre-33s graded like that? But that's a nice one. Woo, that's pretty.
Yeah, I got it for a great deal last year, actually. I think I got it for I think I paid around 2,100, I want to say.
Oh, nice.
Most of my coins I try to get raw, and then I try to get them graded. Sometimes I do buy graded pre-33. Most modern gold coins, I personally don't think it pays to get them graded, but for pre-33, they have more of a numismatic value to them, so it's definitely good to get them graded. If they're not graded already, you really have to know what you're doing when you buy pre-33 gold ungraded.
Okay. So you put a pretty good eye to it then when you pick it up, or how do you go about? You go to your LCS generally, or what do you do there?
A lot of these, believe it or not, I've gotten online. So some of them I've gotten at my LCS. Like for this one, I got at an LCS and I looked at it and he was telling me that it was cleaned. And I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't really look cleaned. I think I know pre-33 a little bit better than he does. So I looked at it. I said, this is in MS 63-ish. So I bought it from him. And that's the thing. I made a video a long time ago about buying pre-33 gold. Sometimes when you buy it online, you don't always see the best images. The sellers try to put images that make it look a lot better than it is. And unfortunately, on this coin, I kind of got skunked on it because it says damaged here. So. Yeah, I kind of lost a little money on this, but in the long run, I'm sure it'll all even out.
Oh yeah. You got your base there. You'll be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
On this half ounce first majestic round, I'm counting it down in 2 and 1, and we have a no bid on a half ounce first majestic round. That will be tonight's freebie as well, guys. So beautiful little round, First Majestic Silver Mining Company. Those who don't know. OC Stacker, welcome in. Homestead Aquarius, thanks for joining us.
And OC, what's going on? Thanks for being here.
All right, up here next, we're gonna put out a 2014 ASC BU T full condition, Type 1, 2014. Man, what? And I'm a little behind. I haven't checked my prices yet. I wonder what I should put this thing out here for. Let me. Let's go. The computer's freezing up on me. Come on. There we go. All right, let's go with 38 here. That should make somebody happy. So how long have you been stacking that gold?
I actually started right when the pandemic happened in 2020. So this was before the whole big price increase in silver. My first bars that I stacked were 200-ounce silver bars. I decided to get into it. I had a feeling, I have like a economic finance background, and I know that usually when economies go south, precious metal prices go up. So I had an intuition to buy silver. So I was able to get those bars for $16 an ounce. So
And what year was that again?
that was in 2020.
In 2020. Okay, yep.
Right in March, I believe.
Okay, yep. Well, cool.
So that's basically what got me into it. Originally, I used to be really into watches, and how very first got into it, actually traded some gold coins for a watch. I traded 2 double eagles and an eagle for a watch that was at the time maybe worth around $3,000. So I definitely got my money's worth out of that. So
Wow.
that's initially what got me started in maybe around 2016, 2017. And I always had been collecting coins ever since I was a little kid. My dad had a coin collection that he left to me, and we would go into the city in Manhattan. We would go to Stacks, Stacks and Bowers,
Yeah.
world famous
No,
coin
no doubt.
auction company.
Neil's Han Dynasty at 38. Yeah, no, that's a quite an auction house, no doubt.
So yeah, I've been into it ever since I was a young kid, and more recently I got into it during the pandemic. I thought it was going to be a good investment for me to put my money in for the long term.
Indeed. I agree. So your dad must know a little bit about it as well. Did I get that? Did I catch that right?
Yeah, he passed though a while ago, and he actually left me some American coins.
Oh,
He
very cool.
he had the insight in back in 2008 to sell most of his silver at around 50 an ounce. So
Oh, wow, nice. Wow.
yeah, he actually sold most of his collection. So I pretty much got junk silver he left me. And I actually do have something tonight also that he left me. Guess I'll show it off now. I don't know if you could see it here. It's actually an ancient coin. I don't know if you would consider it ancient by your standards, but a couple coins from the Concepcion, on the Spanish fleet.
Oh, nice.
Ships.
What is that? 16, 15, 16?
1641.
1641. Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I go pre-15 for ancient, but there's nothing like 1641 shipwreck coin. I love those as well. Dan Hung Lee, welcome in. Thanks for being here. We just got ourselves a little auction going here. We got a 2014 Type 1 ASE up for grabs right now. Neil's Han Dynasty has it at $38 at the moment. You're welcome to bid if you would like. $1 increments. And we are going to count it down. Our timer is up. And we got Neil's Han Dynasty at 38 in 3, in 2, in 1. And we are SOLD sold to Neil's Han Dynasty. Thank you so much, Neil. We'll get that in, and I still haven't shipped you out, so but it's coming here probably tomorrow or the next day here, so it's going to be coming at you soon. No, this is the same one. I'm getting ready to ship you out, but I haven't got to it yet, so. Thank you, sir. So yeah, shipwreck coin, man. That is awesome.
Those are always awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say something else. Now I forgot. Too many things going on. But yeah. So what else do you? Is that kind of your? When did you get that shipwreck coin?
My dad got it in an auction probably about 35 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he basically that was one treasure treasured piece that he left to me that he didn't sell.
Oh wow, that is that's got to mean a lot then. And I bet he probably got it when it wasn't too terribly priced, and I bet now it's pretty pricey, huh?
I've actually heard a lot of those shipwreck coins used to be worth a bit more, and they've actually gone down in value.
Oh,
But I mean, I really don't know.
I don't
No.
know either. That's I don't I just know I really love them.
Yeah, yeah, they're awesome.
But, okay, let me grab my
Little two reals, and then I got a little 4 reals here.
oh, see, I got to get me one of those as well.
I don't know what happened to the 8 reals.
Yeah, they're hard to come by, are they? The 8 reals?
They might be, yeah.
Sorry guys, give me 1 second here. I'm behind. All right. Let's see what we got. Kookaburra, I know you're in here. There we are. Angle on this. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so let's see here. So that's your old coin there then? Is that your oldest coin? Like
No, it's not actually. I do have an ancient coin.
oh cool.
I have a coin from the time of Alex Janaeus, a Judean coin.
Okay.
So yeah, it was pretty cool actually. I just show it here. Actually, just got this graded.
Oh, nice. That's actually a really nice piece there. That's nicer than the one I have, I think. That's cool. Yeah, let's see the flip on it. What's the other side like? That's usually the poor side, but yeah, that looks like a nice strike on both sides. Well centered. That's very nice.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Very nice piece.
It's a bit blurry. Sorry about that. My lighting is not the best.
No, I can see it. That's a very nice coin as far as those go.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't really know much about ancients.
I don't either, but I'm trying to learn a little bit about it. I get Aaron Burke on here. He's a pretty big expert in the ancient coin world, and I get him on for an interview every once in a while. And I absolutely love those interviews because I learn a lot. So
Cool.
but yeah. So what did I put that out at 35? That's not right. We don't have anybody jumping on that yet either. Goodness. Somebody should be all over that. All right, let me get my next piece. So are you? So you're coming to us from an undisclosed location, or did you make it back?
Who, me? I'm at home right now. I mean,
okay. That's all I need to know. Because I thought that looks like your desk there that I've seen on your videos. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm still technically I'm ending work about now, so
no.
I work from home, so it's convenient.
Cool. Yeah, so yeah, my wife does a little bit of that. She works some from home and then sometimes at the office. So
Okay, that's
it'd be
cool.
nice to work from home sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah, my last job, I was only there for like 4 months and I had to commute every day. And I had been working at home for the last 4 years since COVID, and I kind of got used to it. So I was like, that's a little bit of a hassle to come in every day. I need something where I'm a little bit more relaxed at home.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm more productive actually when I'm at home.
yeah, we got Neil's Han Dynasty at 35 and 3 and 2. This is going to be a sweet grab for you, Neil. In 1. And we are SOLD. Sold the Neil's Han Dynasty. $35. That was a steal, Neil.
Awesome deal, Neil. Congrats.
How about that silver price lately, huh? Stack that gold.
Man, I'm telling you, I haven't seen these prices since like what, 2012? Was it the last time there was a spike this high?
I wasn't watching silver last time there was a spike this high.
Yeah, it's definitely a seller's market if you're trying to offload some silver or even exchange it for some gold. The gold to silver ratio is pretty
Yeah,
good right now.
yeah. I mean, you can't shame somebody in doing that. I think we're still going to see that gap close more, but yeah, I wouldn't blame anybody for taking advantage of what is at the moment. Sure. All right, let's put us up here a Engelhard. No, let's just give us a look here.
Love those Engelhard bars.
Gotta love the Engelhards.
Those were my first vintage. I purchased two sequentially numbered 5 ounce Engelhard bars. That's kind of how I got into vintage silver.
Really?
Yeah.
So, Engelhards. What Engelhards were they?
I think they were Canadian Bull logo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, five
Wow,
ounce sequentially numbered.
that's cool.
Yeah.
The Canadian stuff I hear is rare nowadays, right? Hey, 210,
Uh,
welcome in. If I haven't mentioned you yet, thanks for being here. Anyone
yeah,
else vintage silver bars on the shop? Well, there's one right there, and I got a couple more. There's a couple more, a little bit more toned coming up after this one. So I don't know what exactly you're looking for, but yeah, we got a couple bars. I'll throw a couple more up after this. Perfect timing indeed. I see. Yeah. Well, see, I didn't start until very end of 2017, beginning of 18,
okay.
and I remember looking at one of my friends. We were kind of selling at gun show. We weren't really. Anyway, we were at this gun show, and we had a layout of silver out on the table, and he's showing off his 10-ounce bars, and I'm thinking, man, if I could ever get a 10-ounce bar, that would be nice.
Right.
I remember thinking back, and you get your first ounce, and it's so cool. But yeah, that was back in what, like when it was about $15 or so, and yeah, I remember trying to talking to some of the people at the shows. You'd get some snide remarks. I was wondering, where's this hatred coming from? Well, now that I realize, oh, well, it was, at $30-$40 at one point, and that's when some people got in, and then it drops.
Right.
So, but anyway, but for me, yeah, I knew. I'm like, you put some of this away, it's going to be worth more groceries in a little while.
Yeah, absolutely.
you know but yeah, it's been good for me ever since I got in. I've been waiting for this pop for a while, but it's all good. That's given me time to get a hold of one of those 10-ounce bars.
Absolutely.
Did I not flip the timer? Did it already run out? All right, let's bring another toner. It's probably been about that time. 80 to 1. It's down to like what, 73 to 1 now or something like that. Stack that gold.
Yeah, something like that. Last time I checked yesterday, it was about that.
Yeah, it's down to like 73, I think. All right, we're gonna count this bar down as a no bid in 3 and 2. Did I not even put it out? Maybe that's what I didn't. That's what I didn't do. That's all right. All right, so we're gonna start this one over because I didn't actually put it out, and that's why we didn't get any bids. That makes sense. All right, we're gonna start this off at 38. Now let's go. Let's see. Let's go 7. All right. Now we're going on the Engelhard here. I think this is if I'm right, if all these that are with this E in the globe and the 3 bars on the back. Do you know what year this is from? Stack That Gold?
I would imagine it's from the mid 80s sometime. I don't specifically know what year though.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I think it's the same as the other one that I had up the other day. It looks the same to me anyway. And he was saying from 82. These are from 82, so I don't know. That's somewhere in the mid 80s, I would say anyway.
Right.
I don't know my vintage very well. I need to get who is it? I can't think of who it is. Silverstruck. He knows his vintage pretty well.
Definitely, especially when it comes to Engelhard.
Yeah.
Yeah, also Silver Bar Stacker. I mean, that dude is just a beast when it comes to Engelhard and vintage bars in general.
Yep, indeed. Yep, they both know their vintage and their bars.
So what type of ancient or long-lived coins do you generally stack or collect?
Greek is my thing. It's all about the art and the story that I dream up in my head on those things. The Cranky Stacker, welcome in. Good to see you. And Joseph Lopez, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I just I don't know, the Greek coins, man. Once I started looking into those and realizing what they were, and the Celtic coins too.
Yeah,
pulling me in now as well.
Nice.
So I don't know, just the art in it and the history there and tying it together, and I don't know, just something about it really intrigues me.
I go to a coin show in January here in New York City, and they have dealers from like all over the world, and probably 50 to 60% of the coins are ancient coins. So you would probably go crazy if you went to that place.
I bet. Is that I think that's
the New York International.
Yeah, Aaron was I could. Yep, I was talking to him before and after he went to that show, so it's a pretty big show.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, but luckily there's some dealers there that have some more modern coins. A lot of them, when I say modern, I mean maybe around late 1800s, early 1900s.
Okay. Hey, yo, Nickel Stacking, what's up, bud?
What's going on, Nickel?
We got no bid on this in 3 and 2, no bid, and we started it off at 37. And we've got no bid in 2. $37. Hey, Brown Sugar, welcome in. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Brown Sugar.
In one, we got this vintage 1 ounce Engelhard bar. I'm guessing around 1982. No bid in one at $37. And we are new bid on the Engelhard. I'm gonna put one up a bit more colorful. See if anybody likes that one any better.
You got a toner?
Got a little bit more of a toner.
These are just gold flakes, Neil. I don't think they're panned.
Colors on the back side. It's kind of gray, really. Not a lot of color. But tonaged. If you like your tone Engelhard.
Did I get a front row seat to De Niro's show? What show is that?
1 ounce Engelhard. We're gonna go with 1982 till I hear otherwise. And we're gonna go 37.
Sorry for the last minute prep here on my display. I basically just finished work, so kind of not much time.
I appreciate you being here, and I'm running late. I'm behind and unprepared here myself. I was running busy and behind today as well, trying to get kids ready for their practice and thing. It's just like, I don't know, sometimes you just don't have enough time. Thank you.
So your guest last week, it was interesting. He was talking about what was it, osmium, crystallized osmium.
Yeah, okay. We'll see. Who did I have on last week? For some reason it's just escaped my memory since you brought it up. Who did I have last week? I gotta go see now.
Forgot his name.
Yeah, but osmium. So yeah, it's a new thing, man. That I found out through ARC SGO in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. He's got a precious metals dealer, Ian Everard. I have him on my channel sometimes, and he turned me on to it. And it's only been in the USA for a couple years, or in North America, the whole of North America for a couple years. And it's only 10-year-old product, mostly in European areas. They're in Germany and whatnot. They've had it for about 10 years and are trading it among wealthy family offices and whatnot. Let's see. Okay. Imagination Hobbies. Okay, yeah, I had It was Imagination Hobbies in here last time. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, no, he works in like crystallization, like mining and raw. I don't know exactly what he does, but he knows crystallization. So it's really interesting because I came across this osmium, which it's the most rare, dense, hard metal, most reflective, most inert. It's got a whole bunch of these products. Plus, it's got in its crystalline form, it has its own built-in code into each piece that can't be replicated. So it's got a bunch of interesting things going on about it. But it's actually toxic in its raw sponge form.
Right.
And then so just I was asking him, how does crystal, just, break it down, how is natural crystallization, and then if you're going to do it in a lab environment, what it would be like, yeah, so he knows all about it. And I thought he did a pretty good job of of breaking that down. I don't know. What were you speaking of on that?
No, I was just learning a little bit myself. I don't know. I don't. I'm not. I don't think I'm going to be getting into osmium anytime soon.
Yeah.
I could see it going up in value though. I just don't think right now it's too widely available.
No, for sure. It's hardly known. I mean, yeah, that's the thing is it's kind of unknown right now. And most people probably know about it's being toxic and I mean, so being in this new form, I don't think most people are clueless about it. Yeah.
Right, right.
All right, we got no bid on this Engelhard in 3, 2, 1. So yeah, so that's a very interesting product. But what are you thinking on silver right now? Like, there's not a lot of takers on these Inglehards, and that's not really a bad price for Inglehard where we're at right now. And I'm wondering, are you kind of feeling like we're running high, we're gonna come back down, or are you thinking, we're still going up? Where are you kind of at on that scale?
I think there's a lot of political instability right now going on in the world.
Yep.
I know Russia and China are definitely hoarding a lot of precious metals at this time, and it's probably pushing up the prices a little bit of that. So I got a feeling that silver, if things start to stabilize a little bit more in the global economy, I think China's in a really bad situation right now, and they're probably one of the main causes of the price of silver and gold going up right now. So I think
Yeah, Shanghai Exchange. You've been hearing about that?
no, what's been going on there?
Well, so on the Shanghai Exchange right now, it's kind of I shouldn't say new, like 2013 or whatnot, but um, they've been selling, like they've been closing their silver prices closing at like $3-4 above us pretty consistently lately.
Wow.
And so there's kind of a lot of talk about arbitrage there and whatnot. Of course, you've heard, India's been buying a lot as well, and we're kind of already in a deficit with like the electrification with solar and whatnot, as far as what's pulled out of the ground each year and what we're using a year. We have some in storage, but yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see. And China, is taking up some slack in India, and so yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. And then with inflation, right? I mean, everything else is doubled, tripled in price, and silver's still sitting down low. So I
Hey,
would
what's going on, LBS?
I wouldn't be surprised to see it, keep jumping a bit from here. But I'm kind of one of the more lean on the they lean heavily on it to the downside, I guess I'll say, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it going up towards that $50 range in the near future. It's
Yeah.
definitely possible.
Right, especially with today's value of dollars, right? Like it did that in what, like in 80, so that was 1980, it made it to 50. And so in
With the
today,
Hunt brothers.
right, well, yeah, there's that. But you just take that into the term, in today's value wise, you'd be a lot higher than that, So okay, we got 1986 Engelhard. It's got the eagle on the back. And we are going to start this off at 36. So Liberty Bleed Silver, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, 19 Prospect. That's what this is. $36. Go.
Hey, Captain and LBS.
Ships everywhere. What are we talking about? What are we going back and forth about? Yeah, that's what I heard, Nickel. China is telling their people to buy up the silver and the gold. And there, did you guys hear about some people who are investing in some of those little? They have like little shopping mall areas where they have gold displayed, and people would go in there and buy the gold. And they said, "Well, we'll hold it for you. You know, don't keep it at home." And people bought a lot of value in those. And then just like this last year or so, I'm not exactly sure when, but here recently they just closed down a bunch of their locations.
Yeah, I heard that too, and you can't get your gold back.
Oh,
Basically,
that's it's
gone.
weird, and yeah, oh, that would just be heartbreaking. Got to go with Lynette Zhang on that one. If you don't hold it, you don't own it, right?
Exactly. That's why I don't invest in crypto.
Me either. I don't do it either. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I couldn't. I get frustrated with the things that I have to do with my phone already just to survive. You know, it's like I don't like that. It's like you almost have to have a phone to have a banking account.
Pretty much.
So
I mean, I made my money in crypto. I made a little money, and then I got out about 7 years ago. I stopped buying it about 6 or 7 years ago. So yeah, to me, it's just basically a big pump and dump.
that's what I'm afraid, and either way, it scares me. But I think it's a pump and dump as well, actually. So especially if it doesn't completely take, they'll just pump and dump it. You know,
Right.
if it does completely take, then they'll just use it. You know, as a
Right.
as its own. You know, it's gonna as I'm sure the soon to be CBD will be. We can always just hope and pretend that that's not happening. So, Silver and Cigars, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hopefully, there'll still be paper money being used in our lifetimes.
I know, I know. I just seen E.B. Tucker talking about that today. He had some interesting thoughts on that. You know, he's like they probably will let some cash remain for people in the States, you know, but it'll be so it's such a little value, it won't be I mean it'll be important to us, right? Because it's a way to interact, but on the big scale of things it won't affect their strength or whatnot, you could say. um so yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I mean, definitely has a big part to what I'm doing right now here.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta start stacking real money.
Exactly.
Be prepared in case shit happens.
So, and how do you feel on? I mean, so let's hear. I mean, you know, what is, if you don't mind sharing, what is your opinion on the pre-33? Like, I don't know if you've heard much of Lynette Zhang go on about, you know, it's in the collectible category instead of bullion category, so you got to do that in case they go that far as to come after it.
I honestly don't think that's gonna happen. I
Yeah,
remember something that Neil Hahn said back in 1933. 95% of Americans had
right.
gold in their pocket.
Yeah,
Today, it's maybe 5% of people have gold. They're not going to go after 5% of people for some gold. I mean,
yeah.
most people don't own gold anymore.
Yep, I think so too. I think that's going to be a small enough number of us little guys doing like this that they're just going to let us kind of slip through. I mean, this is my hope actually. So I mean, it could be completely opposite of this, but I have a feeling since we are actually so small that we might just slip through the cracks because it would almost cause to go after because a lot of us are fairly knowledgeable that are doing this about what's. So if you know, if you want to stir up a bee's hive, I guess I could say. Right?
Good analogy. Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of my hope anyway.
Yeah, I seriously don't think the U.S. government's ever going to confiscate people's gold again. I think it's going to be so far out of reach for people in the future that, only the very wealthy are going to own gold.
Yep, I think you're right. Enter in Neil's Han Dynasty is taking the board here tonight. He's going to end up with the freebie.
I'm hearing now that they want to repeal tax federally on precious metals. Have you heard about that lately?
Yeah, they just passed a law in Alabama that repeals the tax there. I mean,
Right.
Utah's got they plumb. Let's see, Utah. If I'm saying the wrong state for you, man, I think it's Utah. They're even getting a depository for metals, so they're gonna have like a big vault for the state. So and there's several states kind of that are. I mean, I'm actually quite impressed about that, to be honest. To see that that's actually happening at that level is promising. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised about it. But what do you think about it?
I mean, there's no justification for them to be taxing precious metals to begin with. The IRS doesn't have any justification because it says in the Constitution that gold and silver are money.
Hey, 79, welcome in. Yes, no, I totally agree.
It's like, why are you taxing money? How does that make sense? Like you're taxing real money. You're double taxing it, basically, especially pre-33 gold. It's basically like you mentioned before, it's treated as an investment. So you pay, capital gains tax on it. And you might even pay tax on it when you buy it. So, you're basically essentially being taxed twice on some pre-33 gold coins.
Right, that's supposed to be lawful money in the first place. So, right, yeah. All right, we're going to go no bid here on this in 3. And 2. And 1. And no bid on the old prospector. I like the old prospectors.
I like them too.
All right, what do we want next? There we go. Let's go with the Scottsdale bar. Scottsdale silver 3/9's fine. It's got like a, you know what you call that pattern? Weave pattern on the back. Let's see if I have that one. No. Scottsdale Mint 1 ounce bar, 3/9's fine. $35. Great deal for anybody looking for it. So he doesn't want me to get his silver. That's all what happened. Oh, you bid 36 on which one there? I'm sorry, I missed it. Yeah, where did I miss you? Which one did you want, Homestead? I know, Cranky. It's a good deal. You need to bring your wallet next time you come. You got a good LCS or Cranky you've been happy with? How about you, Stack That Gold? You got a good LCS?
I did have a good LCS, and I had good relationship with him, but something happened, unfortunately. So I do have a guy I go to regularly who gives me some pretty decent prices. So yeah, it's definitely important to try to build a good relationship with your LCS. You know,
Right.
even if you don't buy anything, it's good
Totally.
to pop in there once in a while, talk
Yep.
to them, and let them become familiar with you. So maybe in the future they'll be more inclined to give you a discount.
No doubt. And look for stuff that you like too. If you get on that good of a rapport with them. Homestead, is this the 86 the one you're looking for? What did I have it at? 36. I can do that. I had it, whatever I had. I'll do 36 for you.
Hey, MSJ, yeah, I know you and Mr. Warren are pretty tight there.
Yeah, my slower journey's got himself a nice little shop there.
His LCS is the owner. He's like 90 years old,
Yep. Cool
still
guy.
going strong.
Yep. Yep, that's cool.
But
Well, look,
I'm very fortunate because I'm in New York City and we have a diamond district. So there's probably dozens of dealers who sell precious metals. So I'm a little spoiled, I guess you could say.
okay, cool. So you're in did you say New York?
Yeah, I'm in New York City.
Well, I've heard a lot about New York lately here in the who was it? I
Good,
watched that
good
cat.
things or bad things.
Yeah. It's like talks about all the problems you guys have going on there. How is it for you where you're at?
As far as what crime or
I mean, you tell me.
um
Everything.
it's not bad here. During the pandemic there's a lot of issues with crime, but it's definitely there's been a noticeable difference. It's really starting to get a lot better than it had been in the past few years. So glad to see that we're starting to crack down a lot more on things. I think people are just fed up, they're sick and tired, and they're really starting to crack down on crime, especially a lot
Or
of these, stealing and grab and go, and these people who are, you see these people flashing these watches on like Instagram, and then they say where they're going to be, and then you have these people on motorcycles just come up to them and grab their 50 or 100 or $200,000 watch off of their wrist.
okay.
And it's like, why are you doing that? Why are you flashing it and telling people where you're going to be? Doesn't make sense to me. um, but I haven't really heard of too much of that happening lately, so I don't know.
Okay, cool. No, yeah, I have no idea, but I've just heard some bad, that things are coming apart there, but it's hard to say sometimes when you're some of that stuff's just to get you to watch, normal stuff happening.
Yeah, it's gotten better. It's not. It's still one of the safest big cities in America. I mean, it's not a Chicago. It's not a San Francisco.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a lot more safe than those cities. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right, let's see. I'm gonna count this down. And Homestead, let me get that logged for you. I will get you that Ingle or that prospector. Yeah, sorry, I'm not prepared here, guys. So bear with me. All right. Okay. let's see. I didn't count that down yet, did I? And 3. Got no bid.
Cranky, you remember Times Square in the good old days?
And 1. Hey, Dub C, welcome in. Good to see you, bud.
Dub C, what's going on?
All right, let's bring up. Let's see what we want this time. Let's put something in here. Okay, this one was a little unique. Liberty, have you seen this before? Stack That Gold. I had not seen this before. This
1985. Is that?
It's a 2000.
Oh, that's something else.
2017 Solomon Island, $4.
I think I saw that recently.
It's a ounce and a half. It's kind of a different weight, but
it looks like a round from 1985 put out by MTB. It had the Statue of Liberty on it, and that was I think they kind of stole the U.S. Mint kind of stole the design for the Platinum Eagle from that.
Oh yeah, well it's close, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1.5 ounce here. Let's see.
Oh, Cranky, back in the 70s and 80s, Times Square was like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Okay, yep, Solomon Islands, reverse proof, Liberty coin. It's got a little, not perfect. There is a little scratch in the cheek. I noticed, or under the cheek or under the chin.
It's a U.S. territory, right?
It's Solomon Islands, so I
think it is.
I'm not sure. The Queen seems to want her mug on there anyway. But yeah, isn't that part of us?
I thought it was.
Very similar to the Roslyn capping quarter ounce gold. All right. So New York City so are you like kind of in the like downtown or out on the outskirts, or I've never been, so I have no idea what
So we have 5 boroughs that compose New York City. I'm located in Queens, one of the 5 boroughs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Queens. Well, I've heard I mean, that's like in all the shows and whatnot. So that's kind of a nice area, right? Or what?
Yeah, a lot of people tend to live here. If they're looking to buy a house, it's a really nice residential area to live in New York City.
Okay, cool.
Little bit more suburban than you see in the movies when you think of Manhattan and all the skyscrapers.
Yeah, well, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, okay. Interesting. So you're not surrounded by skyscrapers then?
I mean, I am. I mean, they're not as tall as in Manhattan, but unless you go to like Western Queens, it's starting to become more like Manhattan now. But for the most part, the further east you go, there's pretty much not too many buildings higher than 20 or 30 stories.
Okay. Ha, that's hilarious, Neil. It says, get the rope, old commercial on Picante. So I remember that. That's hilarious. That's an old one.
I remember the old El Paso commercial about salsa.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. Conte.
Yeah, I remember something about get the rope. Yeah, if it was funny. I haven't watched TV in like 20 years, but back when I was a kid, there was some funny commercials.
Yeah, I don't watch TV much these days either.
All right, let's count this one down. Boy, we've got a dry night here. It's all right. I've been putting all my money towards bills lately, trying to get out from under some payments. I'm happy to be getting there. But it sucks when you're just paying, when you're not picking up a bunch of new, beautiful silver or gold. It's hard on a guy. Going cold turkey for a little while. You can never do that. I can never go quite cold turkey, but yeah, so you're kind of the assumption that the shipwreck coins have kind of went down of late. Have they been finding more, I wonder, too, or just kind of a release of quite a bit of it? Or I wonder
I think that's what I've heard, that, you know, back in the 80s and early 90s, I guess it wasn't as common to be finding these shipwrecked coins. They were a lot scarcer.
Yeah.
And now that so many shipwrecks have been found, and they found, you know, all these hundreds of thousands of coins, you know, the value on these things have actually gone down a bit. But I don't know. I guess it also depends on what ship it is and maybe the historical significance of it. So it might depend, but I think overall I heard that they've actually gone down a bit in value.
Yeah, that's definitely, I could see that being the case. It's a good time for me to go find some. Then I guess it's a good excuse for me.
I definitely would like to get a piece of 8 silver. Be awesome.
Yeah, I gotta have one. It's just, in fact, there's one at one of my LCSs that I haven't been to in a minute, but I need to see if it's still there. Put that up. It was a pretty one. Pretty. All right, let's do the old Shiwan. So I have the whole set. I think they started these in 2017, and that's when I started. So I've got one of each of these. I got the whole set. And this one, when I seen the picture of it, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I did not like the wings look, but it looked like in the picture it's a little better in hand, but online in the picture the wings look like, I don't know, or something, and I didn't really care for it, but it looks better in hand. I'm kind of starting to like it now.
Yeah, that's nice. I remember last year's design was pretty nice.
Yeah, yep. Okay.
It's a beautiful coin. I mean, I love the Perk Mint and the Royal Canadian Mint. I think both of them do a really great job as far as innovation.
Indeed. Oh, come on, where'd you go? I know you're in here. Seriously? Huh.
The U.S. definitely got a lot to learn from them, because, you know, they're coming out with the Morgan and Peace dollars again, and, you know, those designs are 100+ years old. You know, what new, you know, innovations are they coming out with? They have to re-release coins that came out over 100 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I mean, look at this beautiful coin too here.
right. Wow, Niels. Barrel's full, huh? Yeah, okay. So what were you showing here before? You said you were showing something and I was on a different page.
Oh, I was just showing the Libertad 5-ounce Libertad here.
Okay, yep. No, those are nice. Those are beautiful. What year is that one?
This one is last year, 2023.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice. 5-ouncer.
You got any Mexican gold?
Yes, I do. I have pesos. I have all the pesos except the 50, and the one is from the 1800s. And I have some Libertads, fractional gold Libertads, 1/10 ounce. So yeah, I love Mexican gold. It's one of my favorites. The 20 pesos Mexican gold coin is my favorite international gold coin.
Very cool.
What about you? You have any gold?
I have a little, but I don't have much. I don't have any gold. So you got me there. I've got the Spain Lynx.
Nice. I love that coin. I got that as well.
Of course, too. Haven't got that.
It's a nice coin.
Yeah, those are.
They have the bull and the horse. I really want to get those.
Yeah.
Been kind of slacking as far as those concerned. And now the price is high, so not easy to get them at a good price. Wow, I was saying I can't even charge my phone. It's like, ooh, temperature is too high. It can't charge. Hope I don't lose you guys.
Phone going on you?
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I have on here. It's getting real hot.
You suddenly drop off. I sure appreciate you being here.
Yeah, no problem. I'll try to be on here as long as I can.
Yeah, I was running all day. I finally have a little bit of a method where I can get my stuff in a spreadsheet and have it all ready and the prices lined out. But I was definitely behind today. So it's kind of going on the fly. All right, we're gonna count this one down. El Schwano. Platinum? How you doing on the platinum? What do you think about platinum?
I think platinum's probably a good buy right now. I'm gonna try to wait till it goes down to about 1,000 or less and try to stack a little bit more platinum. I think it's a really good long-term investment. I definitely see a lot of future potential with platinum.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see why it might not pop up a little bit.
I did a video on it a while back. and you know, there's all sorts of usages. I know now the automotive industry is not they're trying to get away from platinum. But there are still some, you know, electric vehicles now that are trying to use a little more platinum as well. There might be other technology in the future, you know, that uses platinum. It's a very versatile metal.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear like hydrogen cars or might be, and I hear platinum's big in that type of technology. I don't know if that'll take off or not.
Absolutely.
So here's a 240 grain. I don't know if anybody's seen Silver Dragon's video the other day on pounds and quarter pounds and you know, troy ounces and the whole numbering system or not. It was pretty funny. It got a little confusing, but he didn't even look up grains, and that's what our dollar's based off of, is a weight of grains. But this is 240 grains, which is exactly a half ounce. Liberty, 1990. Andrew Jackson. Yep, half. 480 is 1 ounce. We got half ounce here, Andrew Jackson. 39's fine, still in the lollipop holder. So what do you got in those what do you got in those tubes of gold?
Just some gold. I don't know.
Like, is there? Do you know how much? Is not really a weight there, or do
It's
you?
really very light. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I paid like a few bucks each for these things, so it's like very little. They're just gold flakes.
Gold flake. It's amazing how you can beat it down so fine. I mean, it looks like quite a bit right there, but just a couple dollars worth. That's amazing, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, it's very malleable and ductile, so very easily able to be rolled out into very thin sheets.
Yeah, like, have you ever seen any of the like videos on gilding, like where they just take that leaf and apply it to like paper or book or art, whatever?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's like you almost paint it on.
It's crazy how little gold you could add, you know. There we go. My battery is finally charging. I got my phone down to cool enough temperature.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely good to diversify. Not only as far as like silver, gold, or platinum, but you know, sometimes you focus more on collectible items. Sometimes you focus more on numismatics. Sometimes you just focus on bullion. It's definitely good to diversify your stack and try to get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and that's nice if you have it. Like once you get to a point where you have a bit of diversification, that's nice because then you can play the game a little bit easier. Like if platinum drops down and silver and gold's up, well then you go to your platinum, right? I mean, then you can play the flow a little bit better than you don't have anything. You just concentrating on one thing, and that's all you have to get. Doesn't matter where things are, and But this way you can watch the market a little bit more and play whatever's dropping.
Absolutely, yeah. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Get this in the caps. All right, in Marsh, welcome in. Good to see you. How you doing? Welcome into the Beehive.
Good to see you, N Marsh.
You wish your blood looked like gold? I know some people do that to get their gold. They'll just give a little bit of blood and.
I think Pirate Stacker made a video a while back where he donated some blood and he used it to buy gold.
Yeah. There you go. Do what you got to do, I guess, huh?
By hook or by crook.
All right, let's count that down. $16-gallon donor. Uh-huh. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be here if I start doing that. I'd probably disappear quickly. This is true. Alrighty, let's try this Type 2 ASC 2023. Type 1. Or Type 2, I mean.
Good old ASCs. Can't go wrong with that point.
Yeah, especially at this price I'm going to throw out there. All right, what else we got? You missing any year Engelhard there? Stack that gold on these prospectors. Got 36 or 86, I mean.
Let me think.
87.
I probably have all of them except the 80, was it 83?
85.
I even have a set of the fractional 85 gold-plated ones. I actually got a set.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, it's aftermarket. That's the gold on the left. This is a 1850 $5 Liberty. This is my oldest pre-33 gold coin.
Oh, I know what we could put up there. Is Neil still in the building?
I wish it was Dawn Dega. Oh, is it? No. I think is that Dawn Data? It's not Denver. It must be Dawn Data. Yeah.
Got something shiny in the bottom of this here jar. Bet Neil knows what that is.
Is that osmium?
Hey, Imagination Hobbies, welcome in. Good to see you, bud. We were just talking about you a little earlier. Talking about your knowledge on crystallization. Is that part of your job, or is that just part of one of your hobbies? Imagination Hobbies. Thought it was part of your work, if I remember correctly. Oh, and I know what else I didn't show everybody, did I? Knew I was forgetting something. Yeah, let me back out here. Excuse me. We got buy it now. Special is a Silvertown Buffalo at $34. If anybody wants a Silvertown Buffalo, 3.9's fine. Proof-like finish on them. $34. Let me know how many you want. Just type BIN-special and let me know how many you want at $34. We're coming back to this ASE here, and we're going to counter down. I got no bid so far.
Yeah, Dahlonega Gold is really special. It's from North Carolina, and it was only around for 20, 30 years. They had a little mining operation down there before the gold rush out west.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That sounds cool. So they put out their own coins?
Yeah, they had a little mint there that operated for a while.
And where was this again? I'm sorry.
Dahlonega, North Carolina. I think it's in North Carolina. I could be wrong. Could be in Georgia.
Dub C says same with Charlotte, North Carolina. Huh.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Okay.
It's Georgia.
My bad. I thought I knew it was either North Carolina or Georgia. Okay.
Georgia, our first gold rush, huh? Huh. I guess I didn't know that either.
Yes, sir.
So it was like Georgia mountains, like foothill type mountains, or what? Georgia. I'm trying to think of landscape of Georgia. What kind of a gold mine was it? I'd be interested to see that. I should buy some gold crystals. Natural too. That would be cool. I'd be interested.
Got my own little gold crystals right here.
Right.
Just kidding.
One of 3 sites in the world with the purest gold. Really? Wow. North of Atlantic Bud. Hard rock and placer mining. So that's like vein mining, right? Placer mining. Where you just make a little hole and you follow it back. Hard rock, that's hard rock. And placer mining. Placer mining. What does that mean, placer mining? Yeah, I would like to see that. Imagine. Yeah, I think. Are you just talking about like where like if the quartz gets eaten away and you're left with the gold that was in the natural vein? Is that what you're talking about, imagination, or are you talking about something else? And then I probably missed his answer on the what he did. Hobbies and side business. Okay. Hard rock is vein mining. Placer is when it has eroded out and into water. Okay. So like river mining.
Panning for gold.
And cool.
I'd love to go panning for gold. I actually have a friend out in Alaska, and I've been meaning to get up there one of these days to go gold panning.
Oh, that would be fun. All right, we got a silver ounce here, 1 silver ounce. And I'm guessing that's supposed to be an eagle. I'm not going to go say much about the craftsmanship there, but Southeast Refining Inc. 39's fine silver, Panama City, Florida.
Almost looks like the back of a 1 ounce American platinum eagle.
Got some resemblance for sure. Oh, let me get that. I've got a new Charlotte piece. I'll show some. Really? Well, that's cool. From Charlotte Mine, does it its own mint from there too, or just the gold comes from that Charlotte Mine, or what are you saying there? Charlotte Mint. All right.
That's what I was thinking of. The Wanaka and the Charlotte, yeah, for a short time they too had a mint. Really high purity gold there.
Too cool. Let's go see what price is doing. 32.20. Been holding up at 32 pretty good here today. So do you think we're going to see the gold to silver ratio close a bit more, or what's your thoughts there?
I think it's possible it will. It'll definitely narrow down a little bit. I think silver has the possibility to go up and close that gap a little bit.
Yep. Won't surprise me too much. I wouldn't mind moving. I've been stacking silver hard. I agree with your name, Lo. I mean, if I could go directly into gold or had the means, that's it's a good place to stack. But I've been kind of hitting the silver hard, hoping I might be able to ride that gap a little closed, and move over into gold a little bit. So
just for comparison purposes.
yeah, look at that. That's pretty close, except the eagle is artistically like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 times better. But yeah, it's close.
You can see where they might have gotten the
I can imagine where they might have gotten the
inspiration.
Anyone know Venture Delow? No, sir, Nickel. Do not know. Hey, thanks for coming in, Dub C. Appreciate you.
Well, imagination, here's your chance at getting some silver.
Yeah, right. Got to re-up. Got to re-up for the next up. That's spelling bee.
Re-up for the next up. I like that.
For the next up, yeah. Well, I think it's probably coming, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can definitely see it happening. Definitely a big possibility of it happening real soon.
Yeah. Yep. How quick, how fast is another question, but it's definitely looks to be a good avenue laid out in front of us anyway. Good trade. All right. Let's count that one down. Yeah, and so Dub C just said this was put out in 1982 or 1980, 82 or something. He said so. He seems to know the dates on a lot of this stuff. Dub C, if you guys don't know his channel, he knows his stuff. Learned quite a
I'm surprised. I mean, you could probably narrow it down to a few years, but a lot of this vintage, especially the more obscure refiners, it's really hard to tell what year exactly it came out.
Yeah, he really knows his stuff. We won't see the real price of Southern beers that are trading bullets first. Yeah, well, that could be. I think we're actually though, like, I think they're gonna start having trouble with this Shanghai exchange. I think that's kind of a thing. There's a lot of talk about Jamie Dimon is over in China right now, talking to him probably on that very issue. And there's been several big silver holding banks that have been going over to China these last few months. And I think there's some, that with as much demand as coming from industry. I mean, we are at like however many years deficit now. And they have a stockpile, but how far are you going to let that get down? Especially when you got a couple war fronts going on, and they used to have it. It used to be labeled a strategic metal in the military, and then they suddenly quit reporting how much silver they were using and took that off of the list. So I'm just not so sure that I agree, Imagination Hobbies, that's a thing and that they're trying, but I wouldn't be completely shocked if they kind of lose control of it here at the end, because they've been doing it for so long that and we're getting so weak on that, currency, that it wouldn't surprise me that these commodity heavy countries that are starting to lean more on their commodities, I think, are might start to change the game a little bit. I'm not sure, but I'm just kind of wondering in my own head anyway. All right, I'm supposed to be something. Oh, let's try some 10-ounce bars. Maybe somebody just, they've got a bigger appetite, and nothing I'm putting out is doing it for them. So
nice. Let's see what you got.
Let's see if anybody wants to take a bigger bite. We got the Mike Maloney bar. This is a beautiful bar. If you're looking for a 10-ounce bar, silver gold. Mike Maloney and the Hidden Secrets of Money. I'm sure everybody knows about that. Have you seen that little series?
I'm actually not familiar with it.
Okay, well, if you type in Mike Maloney and the Hidden Secrets of Money, it's like a little 10-part series. The first 7 episodes are definitely worth watching. The last few are kind of about crypto, but the first 7 are about, like, he goes back and he shows through, like, from Rome, how it fell, and other cultures have fell, and and how gold and silver always takes an accounting of the corrupt system that eventually comes around from printing or debasing by debasing the coins that or I talk about on my channel, the ancient coins, which if you haven't looked into ancient, like that's an interesting thing in itself when looking through ancient coins is watching the debasement over time. Like that's what one of the things that really interests me is the art degradation through time. Like it it ebbs and flows kind of, and you can see. So that interests me. But then, like Rome, you can just watch them start debasing their currency from being pure gold and silver to ever worse and worse.
Right. Yeah, I heard about that before.
So that's interesting to follow. All right, here we're gonna do these bars here. Let's see. And let's go. Spot is at 32, a little over 32.10. Let's say. Okay, so let's do these at. Let's do them at 34. That should make somebody happy if somebody's actually interested. Okay, 10 ounce. Your choice. Starting at 340. Go. Your choice. Let's see, we've got waffle back on the back. Oh,
it's a great deal. It's like $20 over spot.
That's a very good deal. You got the waffle back prospector here, Eagle. You got the Mike Maloney, silver gold. My pick. And then you got the NTR metals. Basic 10 ounce, beautiful bar, still in the lollipop holder, no holes, and another waffle back. Let me see if I have some. No, I just.
I just bought a couple 10-ounce bars from another YouTuber, Vintage Bar. So if I hadn't done that, I might have taken you up on your offer. It's pretty, really good price.
Yeah, it is. It's a good deal. What'd you get?
It's gonna be in a future video, but it's a Vintage Bars. Company was based out of Chicago, so that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Cool. Well, cool. Yeah, some of those old vintage bars have just some amazing appeal to them. Even though they're just a like an ugly bar, there's something about them that's just like, oh.
It's because a lot of them were handmade. There's a lot more manual work that went into making them compared to today. It's all made by computers. They take out the human factor
for sure
of them.
Yeah. That's interesting. All right, we got about 20 minutes left. We'll do a couple more lots here and wrap it up. Yeah, I'm glad. I sure appreciate you coming on here, Stack That Gold.
Anytime, LLC. I appreciate you inviting me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, yeah, we'll have to do it again. I noticed you come across some good deals. I haven't watched all that many videos. There's so many people. I try to catch a little of everybody, but I know I see you come across some good deals every once in a while, and you offer them out to the community too. Is that right?
Absolutely, yeah. I still have a ton of vintage rounds I'm trying to get rid of. No one seems to want it. I'm actually selling it below spot price. So,
what do you got? Let's see it.
If anybody's interested in some vintage rounds, I have, basically have tonnage here.
Are they all one kind of round?
No, they're not. I have some beautiful vintage 85 A marks.
Oh, those are nice.
Really minty condition.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
Got some I don't know what I got. Trade units here.
Those are good. Those are nice. I
I
might
don't
have.
know. It doesn't seem like too many people want it.
Well, I'm interested. I might get a hold of you.
Yeah, let me know. I'll definitely hook you up with a really good deal on them.
Cool. Yeah, I might be talking to you here shortly. So yeah, those are not bad. Like trade units, those are always usually pretty good. And yeah, what was that? What was the first one that you showed there? The with the belt?
Amar?
A-Marks. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Amar. 1985 Amar round minty condition.
All right, I might have to look through a few of those.
But yeah, I go to my guy on the weekend at the flea market, and I never know what he's gonna get in. One week he had a double eagle. I didn't have the money for it. Last weekend he had a 10-ounce Engelhard bar, and he said he's gonna have another Engelhard bar this weekend for me. So I'm really excited. I hope he has it, and hopefully I'll make a deal for that.
Oh, cool.
And for him, I mean, he basically gets the stuff at melt. So, anything over that is just gravy for him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Imagination Hobby says ancients are the key to understanding money, magic, and the control they have. Rulers' power increases every time currency is debated. Flowed. It's a cycle. I agree, Imagination Hobbies. They extract wealth and power by debasing the currency, for sure. And back when I started, back at the end of 17, we were already saying our dollar has been debased by 98%. Well, since then, I've watched prices at least double. So I would say we're probably past 99 at this point. But
Wow.
that's just the way I look at it.
There's a channel, Transient Stacker, and he does a video every year, and he says, can a dime still buy a loaf of bread? He takes like a mercury dime, and he sees how much it's worth, and he compares it to what they're selling a loaf of bread for in the store.
Yep.
And 50, 60, 70 years ago compared to now, you could still buy a loaf of bread for what the value in silver in the mercury dime is worth.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Cool, just to keep a legit tag on that yearly. We got a little bit of 90%. I think is a good thing to go into right now. Really, if you've already gotten a rid of stuff, 90% is probably not a bad thing to be looking at right now because the premiums they were way up, now they dropped way back down, and politicians' net worth are at all-time highs. Yep, it's because. All right, here. Let's see.
Yeah, that's why I got that all this 90% on the weekend. Basically, got a good deal on it.
Nice.
I wasn't too big on 90%, but it seems to be really popular in the community.
Yeah. People have been in the business quite a while. I always say you want to have some because when it spikes, it spikes hard. So, but yeah, there's a lot of times where in between it loses all its spike.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple months ago, I was getting it for like 16 times face. Now I look online, it's like 26 times face. It's really great. Definitely, now's the time if you're looking to sell, also even to buy, like you said, for the next bump.
Yep. So let's see. 240, is that a good price for that? Not too shabby anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Like I said, I've seen it for like 26 times face. That's what it's going for out there. So 24 is pretty good.
Make somebody's night into the night. 90% is good because it's easier to break it up. Trading full ounces isn't feasible always. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, then there's the whole question, go back to be trading silver. I'll be surprised at that. You might see a little bit of trading, right when it breaks and on certain things, but I don't, there's such a lack of knowledge on it. I think they'll quickly usher in some measure of something to get like some CBD or something. Try to get that. Because otherwise it'll go really fast. But I think they'll try to, come up with something to keep distracted and something to a CBD of some sort, basically. Yep. Thanks for showing up, Imagination Hobbies.
Take care, Imagination Hobbies. Have a good night.
Do I get rid of? How do I get? Oh, I know what I can do. There we go. All right. Yeah, we'll probably do one more lot after this and call it a night.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's see if we can. My bot's working tonight. No, I can't click on it.
So when it comes to stacking and collecting, do you have a strategy as far as what you buy or how you spend your money?
Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I kind of went heavy silver because, I don't have money to begin with. Like if I was a wealthy person, I think I would have went more into gold originally.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of started with silver because I didn't have money, and then it's like, well, once you kind of figure it out, you're like, okay, should I go gold or? I mean, you could go either way, but I just kind of thought, I wanna as much as I would like to go into gold, I wanna put it into silver just because I think it has such a asymmetrical bet. It's got so much upside with so little downside.
Right.
And so I think by percentage gains, you're gonna come to a point where it's gonna, like we were talking, maybe close that gap by a substantial amount, and that's why I decided to stick in silver, and I've stuck with silver. Now I have a few ounces of gold, but I've pretty much focused on silver, just for that reasoning, and also my real passion with collecting is in ancients, really. And I haven't spent a lot of money on it yet. I'm still trying to kind of study it before I blow my money on something that I don't know what I'm doing.
No, that's definitely important. I definitely make that a point of doing your research, doing your due diligence before you buy anything, especially if it's expensive. Like ancients. Some ancients could be pretty pricey.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's really
definitely do your homework before you buy those type of coins.
yeah, I agree, and it's like it's a whole different market. When you get over into that market, it's mostly people who are very wealthy, and you know you got to really know what you're doing and what you want, and be careful bidding against someone like because they have money like you just don't understand.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm trying to learn enough so I don't just end up fighting rich people and losing my money for no reason. But yeah, it's the something. And I thought I would be able to learn about it faster than now that I'm getting into it. I'm realizing, wow, I was so ignorant that like it's such a big market and thousands of years.
You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, and so, but no, it's very interesting to me, and I like it, and so I want to deploy some more capital there, but kind of heavy on the learning side right now, and I'm very lucky to have Aaron Burke helping me along now and then, and so I'm kind of trying to pursue that information hard while I have access to it and learn, and then maybe I'll come across some chances down the line, hopefully.
Cool. Yeah, it's so diverse. Stacking, collecting, from coins to bars to modern to bullion to pre-33 to ancient. I mean, it's so diverse. You could just spend your time devoting it to one narrow subject, and you'll never know. Like, you only know a fraction of what there is to know about it.
Yep. PC.
It's like we're almost out of time.
Yeah, I got to count that one down, and I'm trying to figure out the PC silver round. PC is that Panama City? That one? Computer? Is this the one you were after, Homestead? I'm going to count the 90% down.
I like Neil's strategy.
Yes, Panama City. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll get her in there for you. All righty then. All right, let's see where we got on time. 4 minutes. Let's do one last quick one here.
One more for the road.
Do the 85. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. Not in perfect condition, but not too bad.
Not too shabby.
85 Prospector. Let's do a good deal on this one.
Best things in life are free, right, Neil?
$35 go. Last coin of the night. Thank you all for hanging out and being here. Greatly appreciate you. Thanks to my special guest, Stack That Gold.
It was a pleasure being here, LLC. Thank you so much for inviting me.
That was great. We'll have to do it again down the road when silver's up over 50.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I don't know which way. Sometimes I get excited when it goes up, then sometimes I get more excited when it goes down. So it's one of those things. But at some point, yeah, that might happen, man. That $50. It's been a while. And then it's the question, is that 50 just the beginnings because of the debasement? You know, is 50 actually 25 for debasement wise value from 80, and we're going to 100, and you'd be dumb to get out early, so there's going to be that hyped up question.
True. Yeah, I don't like to speculate, but I definitely can see it happening pretty soon. It's definitely in the realm of possibility.
I'm going to start, if it gets up, if it starts closing that gap, and if it gets 60, 50, something like that, I'm going to start I'll probably just do a little bit, and not do it all at once, hoping it keeps going. But yeah, I don't know how long I'll be able to hold out, because I got a lot of silver, and I don't know, I struggle. You probably have a lot more gold than I do, so you're probably not as antsy as I am. But I kind of get some more gold.
I'm kind of sorry, because when gold broke 2100, I sold a little bit, and now I'm kind of regretting it a little.
Well, that's gonna be the thing. Is exactly as if silver takes off on it and gold, and I start getting out, and then that you could just be shooting yourself in the foot there. So,
right.
it's the thing is it's so much better than not knowing what's going on. That that's the sad thing. You kind of wish other people would wake up to it, but I'm realizing that you just gotta be happy with what you got and take care of you and yours, and
absolutely. As long as you're stacking, you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of most people.
Yeah, and I wish I could wake everybody up to it more, but if you can't, well, you can't. And it's funny. I was telling my boys, like, you want people to get into silver, but even if I was to go hand people a bunch of silver, if it goes up like $1, the next day they'd probably go sell it, thinking,
Right.
So you got to kind of know what you're doing yourself, and I guess that's kind of the way it is.
Absolutely.
Homestead says 35 on the 85 Prospector. Beautiful. Thank you, Homestead.
Nice pickup, Homestead. Can never go wrong with vintage.
And we're going to count him down. We got Homestead at 35 and 3. And we got Homestead and 2. I'm going to have to go back because I haven't been paying attention. I was thinking it was going to be Neil's that took the freebie home, but it's going to be close between Neil and Homestead. I'm going to have to go add it up. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't paying attention. It was definitely an off night for me, but hey, we made it through nonetheless. Okay, we are SOLD Homestead at 35.
Congratulations, Homestead. Great pickup.
Yep, great pickup. Thank you, sir. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and tally up to see who comes out with the freebie tonight. I believe it's between Niels and Homestead, so one of you two. But I appreciate everybody for hanging out. Definitely appreciate you for keeping me company. Stack that gold, and hopefully I can get you back on in the future sometime.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure, LLC. Thank you so much for inviting me. I had a great time tonight discussing precious metals.
Awesome. Well, we'll do it again sometime. All right, everybody out there. I think we're gonna call it a night for the night here in the Hive. So appreciate you coming in again. Thanks, Neil, Marsh, Niels, Homestead. You guys showing up. Imagination hobbies. Let's see. All right, and then we will, and nickel stacking, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We'll catch you guys on the next one.